Yeah, he does actually. It always makes me
So,
think of that Superman movie. Anyway, I'll turn this mic over to you, Rev Wayne Stills. The mic is all yours.
all right. Hey, new everyone. What's happening? It's Wayne Stills, River Wayne Stills, and this is Miracles Everywhere on the ACIM Gather, ACIMgather.us, ACIMgather.us. Go check out the webpage. Tons of spiritual goodies there. You hang out there for a while, there. Um, Today I'm doing the lesson. Today's Sunday, well, it's Monday afternoon, Monday at 1 o'clock a.m. p.m. So my sense of time is off. I sleep about every half hour, every hour for like 20 minutes. That's how I sleep during the day. 24 hours a day, that's how I sleep. So about a 3-4 hour spot in between where I get my most sleep. I get my sleep in, but it's very, very jumbled. So I have to, I don't know what time it is unless I look outside and see the light. Anyhow, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna put what I do that for anyone who doesn't know. I play the so it's understandable. Sometimes I can mumble. I'm playing this uh, the lesson with Jim Stewart.
Hey
He's the
Rev, your volume's down or something.
oh, you can't hear me?
Yeah, it went really like you're subtle. Moving away from your mic.
Hold on.
Okay. We could hear you.
Is this better?
Yes.
Oh. Well, anyway, let's just explain what I'm doing. I'm doing the lesson. I'm doing the lessons for today, lesson 173, which is a review lesson. And it's 155 and 56 is the lesson that's reviewing. I plan on just reviewing 155. It's one of my favorite lessons. If there's time, I'll do the second one. But I will start with the review, which is a short review. And I was saying that I'm not the one who's reading. I have Jim Stewart. He's the one that's the official reader for the course, at least for the workbook. Um, and that's really it. So I'm gonna get straight to it. Let me just I have weird computer problems lately. I don't know why, but so I'm not sure if I can hold on. Let's see. Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna there's a moment here. I have to just get this. I can't say this 10,000 times. It keeps disappearing on me. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I was sharing on my screen. I'm trying to shut that share off, but it's I don't know how.
Really?
Hang on.
It's so strange. I'm going from
There. I
one.
did it.
Oh, you
Okay.
did it?
Yeah, you should be able to pick it up now.
Okay. Okay, here, 173. Okay, 173. I'm going to play here. So I'm going to play 173. God is love, but love, so therefore, so am I. God is but love, so therefore, so am I. And then 155, 156, and the rest of the lessons that it'll be reviewing. Hold on.
Lesson 173. God is but love, and therefore so am I. 155. I will step back and let him lead the way. God is but love, and therefore so am I. 156. I walk with God in perfect holiness. God is but love, and therefore so am I.
I just want to say quickly before I move over to the lessons that's been reviewed. It sounds like, when I was younger, when I was a young father, my kids were really young. I mean, really young, probably more like 17 or 18. I mean, 17, 7 or 8. They used to pray before they went to bed, and they used to say to them, all right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to say who God is and say who you are. And I say to them, God is love, so I am love. And they go, God is love, so I am love. And I go, God is peace, so I am peace. God is peace, so I am peace. God is joy, so I am joy. God is joy, so I am joy. God is fun, so I am fun. God is fun, so I am fun. God is playful, because I am playful. And then all the adjectives that I could think that the kids would like to hear. And then what God was. God's for God was that, so you are that. God is that, so you are that. And we go through all the things, and then I have to name some things. You name some things. God is fine. God is good. God is, and all the little answers that came out of their mouth was great. And we used to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until they kind of fell asleep. So it was just kind of nice. And this just reminded me of that when I was hearing that. God is love, but therefore so am I. And therefore so am I. God is love, so therefore so am I. God is love, so therefore so am I. That's basically what we were saying in a prayer on the bed. That God was love, so therefore so am I. All right, so let's just get to the main meeting. All right, I will step back and let him lead the way. I'm gonna we'll make this play some music here to it. So I will step back and let him lead the way. I will step back and let him lead the way. You know what? I have to say me. I have to first. I have to share the sound. So let me just say, give me a second to share the sound. Uh, all right, now if I oh, fine.
Lesson 155. I will step back and let him lead the way. There is a way of living in the world that is not here, although it seems to be. You do not change appearance, though you smile more frequently. Your forehead is serene, your eyes are quiet. And the ones who walk the world as you do recognize their own. Yet those who have not yet perceived the way will recognize you also, and believe that you are like them as you were before. The world is an illusion. Those who choose to come to it are seeking for a place where they can be illusions and avoid their own reality. Yet when they find their own reality is even here, then they step back and let it lead the way. What other choice is really theirs to make? To let illusions walk ahead of truth is madness. But to let illusions sink behind the truth and let the truth stand forth as what it is merely sanity. This is the simple choice we make today. The mad illusion will remain a while in evidence for those to look upon who chose to come and have not yet rejoiced to find they were mistaken in their choice. They cannot learn directly from the truth because they have denied that it is so. And so they need a teacher who perceives their madness, but who still can look beyond illusion to the simple truth in them. If truth demanded they give up the world, it would appear to them as if it asked the sacrifice of something that is real. Many have chosen to renounce the world while still believing its reality, and they have suffered from a sense of loss and have not been released accordingly. Others have chosen nothing but the world, and they have suffered from a sense of loss still deeper, which they did not understand. Between these paths, there is another road that leads away from loss of every kind. For sacrifice and deprivation both are quickly left behind. This is the way appointed for you now. You walk this path as others walk, nor do you seem to be distinct from them, although you are indeed. Thus can you serve them while you serve yourself, and set their footsteps on the way that God has opened up to you, and them through you. Illusion still appears to cling to you, that you may reach them. Yet it has stepped back, and it is not illusion that they hear you speak of, nor illusion that you bring their eyes to look on, and their minds to grasp. Nor can the truth, which walks ahead of you, speak to them through illusions, for the road leads past illusion now, while on the way you call to them that they may follow you. All roads will lead to this one in the end. For sacrifice and deprivation are paths that lead nowhere, choices for defeat, and aims that will remain impossible. All this steps back as truth comes forth in you to lead your brothers from the ways of death and set them on the way to happiness. Their suffering is but illusion, yet they need a guide to lead them out of it, for they mistake illusion for the truth. Such is salvation's call, and nothing more. It asks that you accept the truth and let it go before you, lighting up the path of ransom from illusion. It is not a ransom with a price. There is no cost, but only gain. Illusion can but seem to hold in chains the Holy Son of God. It is but from illusions he is saved. As they step back, he finds himself again. Walk safely now, yet carefully, because this path is new to you, and you may find that you are tempted still to walk ahead of truth and let illusions be your guide. Your holy brothers have been given you to follow in your footsteps as you walk with certainty of purpose to the truth. It goes before you now that they may see something with which they can identify, something they understand, to lead the way. Yet at the journey's ending there will be no gap, no distance between truth and you. And all illusions walking in the way you traveled will be gone from you as well, with nothing left to keep the truth apart from God's completion, holy as himself. Step back in faith, and let truth lead the way. You know not where you go, but one who knows goes with you. Let him lead you with the rest. When dreams are over, time has closed the door on all the things that pass, and miracles are purposeless. The Holy Son of God will make no journeys. There will be no wish to be illusion rather than the truth. And we step forth toward this as we progress along the way that truth points out to us. This is our final journey, which we make for everyone. We must not lose our way, for as truth goes before us, so it goes before our brothers who will follow us. We walk to God. Pause and reflect on this. Could any way be holier or more deserving of your effort, of your love, and of your full intent? What way could give you more than everything, or offer less and still content the Holy Son of God? We walk to God. The truth that walks before us now is one with him and leads us to where he has always been. What way but this would be a path that you would choose instead? Your feet are safely set upon the road that leads the world to God. Look not to ways that seem to lead you elsewhere. Dreams are not a worthy guide for you who are God's son. Forget not, he has placed his hand in yours and given you your brothers in his trust, that you are worthy of his trust in you. He cannot be deceived. His trust has made your pathway certain and your goal secure. You will not fail your brothers, nor yourself. And now he asks but that you think of him a while each day, that he may speak to you and tell you of his love, reminding you how great his trust, how limitless his love. In your name and his own, which are the same, we practice gladly with this thought today. I will step back and let him lead the way, for I would walk along the road to him.
All right. That was a good message. It was long and meaty. I guess one of the meatier ones. Um, Let him lead the way. If you don't let him lead the way, then he'll let you lead the way, and that's, that's not something I want to do. Really, I don't know where the hell I'm going. Um, which is okay. It's kind of fun not to know where you're going, so long as you know someone does know where they're going, then you can kind of follow in the footsteps of that person. If you don't know where you're going and you're leading everyone, especially if one of them is a Jesus type, Jesus himself, perhaps. No, it's kind of almost obnoxious for you to lead the way, but he's right behind you. You know. The thing about it is that if you let him lead the way, he'll ask you where you want to go. He doesn't tell you this way you must go. You must go this way. He'll ask you where do you feel what's your purpose? Where do you feel like going? Where do you feel like heading? What do you think you want here before I take you out of this navigate you into a higher consciousness? What do you feel like heading? What do you want to do here? Fine, then I'm gonna lead the way. I'll lead the way. What do you think is your unique purpose? Now, that doesn't make you special. But everyone's equally is equally unique, and that unique purpose can be found. So it's, what do they call that? Your authentic self. You want to have that narrative that says, I'm pretty cool, and I'm cool because I have a purpose, and I know that Jesus is behind me. He's on my back, and he's leading the way. Actually, you put him in front of you. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure that he's leading the way to your destination that you've chosen. It's okay. I don't remember where it was, but in a sense, we're also making the choice ourselves. We're the captain of our own fate. We have to choose where we want to go, and then he leads the way. It's the only way it makes sense out of stuff because you can't just sit around and you can ask for guidance on your choice. Ultimately, we're not making any choices. But on a practical level, what was that saying? I had a song. Ask the Lord what to do, and He says, "Pretend it's up to you." Ask the Lord what to do, and He says, "Pretend it's up to you." That's what we're doing here. Pretending it's up to us. And then when you do that, then you kind of set up. Because every choice I'm making, it's not really up to me, but I can pretend it is. I can have my joy, my fun, and my peace, and my good times because I'm pretending it's all up to me. All right, I'm gonna go to the text now and just start going through it. If we have anything they want to add before I start? When does it start? I'm not on the So when I start the commentary, whatever you want to call it, I'm off the page. So if you want to say something, feel free at any moment. Just say something, but just know that you just butt in. Just say I got something to say in my hair, or something like that. Or Lynn's, tell me the hands up or something, because I'm not going to see it. I can come by every now and then, check it out, but I'm not going to see it because I'm reading I'm reading the thing. Let me just get to it here.
Rev Wayne,
Yeah.
I'm struggling whether to say something or not, but I'm just going to say it because it's on my heart. But I hear what you're saying. Pretend it's up to me or something like that. But I've discovered like I don't want it up to. I just want. I don't know what I want. I mean, I want to be. I want to be. What's the one prayer? I want to be truly helpful.
Well, there you go. I mean,
That's all I want.
that's what I want
Uh,
too. You'll be doing something though. Whatever it is you're doing to be helpful, that's what you'll be doing.
yeah.
Whatever that is. Yes, that is our main function to be truly helpful. Every time I do something, I always thought that was helpful. That's what anything I do, I'm hoping that I was helpful. And if whatever it is you're doing, that's what you want to do. And I said, if you want guidance to figure out what it is you're going to be doing, I mean, Jesus is saying to you, we all know, I want to be helpful. I want to be helpful. I want to be helpful. And people like us, as students and teachers of God, we know we have to be helpful. The question is, what do we do to be helpful? I was an actor about most of my life, and that was what I thought I was supposed to do. That's what I did. Let's put it that way. It's what I was doing. And I had to talk to my kid the other day about it. I said, it's funny. I always thought that I was be helpful to a lot of people at one time. I was performing, and I was always waiting to be helpful to more people and helpful to a lot of people that I was helpful, but never now that I'm more helpful just to people on a small level, just for them. And I'm not performing at all. I don't get that applause that I used to get. I'm not going to get that, most likely. I'm just giving to the people for their sake. So it's totally a different energy, but it's different. But now I'm doing this. So I'm always doing something to get something out. What it's going to be, I had no idea. I had no idea this was. I mean, I was doing this for the last 20, 10, 15 years, sure. But it was always something I did and with my acting. And I'm still acting a little bit, but not, it's more of a hobby now. And it's more something I do for my expression and health only. And if something comes up, something comes up. But, it's not, it's still a change. So, yes, truly helpful. Must be truly helpful. That's what I want to be. And if you're not, if you want to be helpful, then what do you want to be? Unhelpful? We all want to, those are two roles that we have to take. Either we desire to be helpful or we desire to be unhelpful. We desire to be caring or uncaring. We want to be share peace or share chaos. Those are our two choices. And so the question is, how do you share the peace? I mean, it comes down to it. We're in this world, even if we're not of it, but we're in it. So we're going to do, we'll end up doing something. Whatever it is, it's just sitting there. And then the Lester Levinson has this great set of tapes called the butt technique. How to just sit there on your butt and release and pray and get everything you want. On your rear end, he says, just sit there, do nothing, just pray, just pray, and everything will come to you. And how to let go of all the blocks to you that say you can't do that. So that's doing something too. So just find out what is the God, what is Jesus Spirit is leading you. What do you want him to do? What does he want you to do? So yeah, I don't know anything either. Sheep don't know anything. All they know is to follow the footsteps. You know?
You guys, I was gonna think, have I know you're both familiar because you both mentioned the rules for decision.
Right.
And in the rules for decision, he says, ask what kind of a day do I want? Or what kind of a day do I want? And then ask and decide. Well, that's what you leading the way, me leading the way is me saying, this is the kind of day I want.
Right.
And if
Exactly.
I want a day where, I'm just bringing joy to everybody, then, that's going to be my go-to, that's my goal for
Exactly.
the, yeah.
Yeah, so like as an actor, when I have my objective for a scene will be to bring joy to that person, or make that person smile, or make them happy, and then I have certain actions that I have to take to do that. Maybe I want to tell jokes, to be nice, to get coffee, doing certain things that I have to do. And then maybe I get, if I'm intimate with that person, get a job, make some money, take her out for dinner, all these things I have to do. Now, I don't have to, but those things I might want to do. And then I ask the spirit to lead the way. Because it could very well be I do these things and she hates me. The person hates me or whoever it is. So the idea is that once you realize, all right, I want spirit to lead the way, and I want to lead joy to this person in a way that is in the context that she enjoys or he enjoys, and then find those actions. Those actions will come to you. That's what I was doing whenever I did any work on a character. I asked the spirit to lead the way, give me an objective, and give me some actions, big and small. When you're looking at me on stage, you're always seeing a man, full human up there. And if we want to be fully human here, and be authentic, and express the real love of God, we can't do it by being like everyone else. Find your purpose. And your purpose is just simply find how you're going to help people. Have fun doing it. Because the other choice is to have no fun doing it. You only have 10,000 choices. For few choices. You live life, you have like two choices in life: happiness or sadness, peace or misery. A or B? I remember one time Gina said that. It's a preference of road A or road B. Which one are you going to take? All right, all right, so anyone else before I hit start with the lesson?
Yeah, no, I just was saying I see Karen and Steve came in.
Yeah, no,
So
yeah,
they
okay.
must have been, I think maybe Karen might have been listening on the radio. Welcome,
Oh,
welcome.
yeah, thank you, Karen. Hey,
Yeah,
Steve. Yeah, that's
I
great.
was.
Excellent.
I
What's
was
that?
listening on the radio the last 10 minutes. I'm loving the conversation, so I thought I'd join. Hi, Rev Wayne.
Hey, how you doing? What's that? It's been a while.
Good, good to see you.
Yeah, you too. You too. All right. So anything else? All right. So I'll start the lesson, and if you want to interrupt, just interrupt. No big deal. So again, just interrupt up because I'm not seeing your hand raised. So just say Wayne, and I got you. All right. Okay. So all right. But you'll hear something go with playing the. You'll see. It's pretty clear what's going on.
Lesson 155. I will step back and let him lead the way. There is a way of living in the world that is not here, although it seems to be. You do not change appearance, though you smile more frequently. Your forehead is serene, your eyes are quiet. And the ones who walk the world as you do recognize their own. Yet those who have not yet perceived the way will recognize you also, and believe that you are like them as you were before.
Isn't that nice? I like that idea. It's like no big deal. Not here to make a splash, really, or yell and scream. There's no such thing as a course thumper, where we go out and start preaching and screaming at him. We'll follow the course. As a matter of fact, we're not even noticeable. We're noticeable for being recognizable in the context of the person who's looking at us, and then to them. The person who sees us who's not a course student sees us as just serene and happy. Oh, look at that person, happy, smile on the face. It didn't say, oh, they must be a Course in Miracles person. And then if you're a Course in Miracles person, that smile on your face means that the person knows the truth. You sense it, you feel it. That's what it's saying here. Everyone's happy. I mean, everyone, it's no big deal. I mean, there's no converting. You must do this. You must be saved. Saved from illusions, perhaps, but not the illusion of desperation, intense urgency. It's the ego that's shouting and screaming, "Oh my God, yeah, do this now, do this now, do this now." The ego you gotta watch out for. That's the one who says, Get it done now, go, compete, hurry."
The world is an illusion. Those who choose to come to it are seeking for a place where they can be illusions and avoid their own reality. Yet when they find their own reality is even here, then they step back and let it lead the way. What other choice is really theirs to make? To let illusions walk ahead of truth is madness. But to let illusions sink behind the truth and let the truth stand forth as what it is merely sanity.
I guess also one of that's what I meant by pretend we're doing. If you see what he's saying here, that what other choice? He's saying what other choice can you make? So it's obviously do you really make a choice for a wrong answer? 52 plus 2 is 5. Did I make the choice to get that wrong? It's a decent question. When I went to my dog one day, I said, my dog is doing all these crazy things and barking and certain things. I know every time I come home, my dog will be barking. I know that. He'll bark every time we come home. He barks like crazy. He barks in the house until eventually he calms down. He's making that choice from his perspective. He might be saying, I'm going to bark now. I don't have to, but I will. He's making the choice. Is he? Is he really making a choice? Or is it just pure instinct? I mean, I know what he's going to do. From my perspective, there's not much of a choice there. And what about us? Are we making choices? I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know. Still, I don't even know if I'm making choices. Choices are like so close to us. What are other choices is there to make? So little illusions, boy, had choose madness. Up here it says here, those who come to this are seeking a place, yet you find they step back and lead the way. They step back. It's a choice. But is it? To keep myself humble, to keep myself not thinking I can do absolutely everything and anything just easily on an arrogant level, I'll say pretend. I just pretend. All my choices are really not mine. But I would choose a day and choose my day and choose. I will envision my day as a happy day and a happy day for others. And it'll only be a happy day if I'm choosing from a channel, an open channel for others. Otherwise, I am on what I am, but whatever it is I am hoarding is no longer light. It's no longer love. Light has to be shining to be light.
Hey, Rev.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, if we're projecting and our animals are really close to us, in fact, not even our own animals. If I walk around the neighborhood, if there's other dogs and that people walk and whatnot, and I'll just start sending love to the dog, right? Because
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've actually been attacked by dogs. So, um, but anyway, so if my, how my dog is how my dog is. I used to have a dog, Lucky. He was a Labrador. My friend had him for his son and then couldn't keep him because he was tearing up his hardwood floors. Oh, it's tragic. Um, so he said, if I was going to give the dog to anyone, I'd give it to you. So I lived out on 45 acres in the middle of the redwood forest, and I took my dog out there, Lucky dog, and I don't know, for some reason it was a big house. I'd let him sleep out on the front porch,
Right.
uh uh it- and it was full of ticks and whatnot, and it was a lot anyway. So I would clean the ticks off, but um anyway, so he spent his time out on the front porch outdoors, and he would disappear for like a week or 2 weeks at a time. He'd come back and with paintball spots all over him. And people would be like, what's going on with your dog? It's like, well, he's a Labrador. One time there was a sign because there was a private gate to get into the acreage, to get into all the properties. There was probably I don't know, a couple hundred properties of 45 acres or 100 acres or whatever. And there was a sign says found dog Labrador. And so I called the number and I said, well, are you feeding him? They're like, yeah, we're feeding him. He won't leave. And I said, well, because you're feeding him. Like he's a Labrador. Like dogs are, they're just certain instinct. This is Lucky Dog. He's happy wherever he goes. If you feed him, he's hanging out. So he would come back. People would have to chase him away with paintballs.
Oh, really?
Um,
Oh, that's not terrible.
It's
Good
well,
word.
it is what it is. I understood it, so I wasn't angry about it because Lucky Dog was Lucky Dog, man. He'd just be I don't care who it was.
Right.
Um, he didn't have a vicious bone in his body. Um,
Well, that's the dogs just do it.
as I think most Labradors do, but maybe that's because I didn't at that point. Who knows? Uh, so there's a transference too. So like your dog is a wagging tail, the wagging tail on the
Yeah,
dog.
sure.
It's a symbol of unconditional love.
I'm sure it is. I love that.
It's like
All the time.
a cat's purr. A cat's purr is they're resonating in unconditional love. So wagging tails, cats purrs, those are good things to have around.
Sure.
Um,
Great.
I don't
Nothing
know,
about
dude.
nothing. Sorry?
I was just coming in because you talked about barking dog, and if maybe your barking dog is maybe you got a barking dog in you.
Maybe. I probably do. I probably do. I'm sure if you're seeing both of those barkers.
I
And
do too.
Yeah, they're the small barkers, but they're 35 to 40 pounds. There's Wheaton Terriers, so they're very loyal dogs, very great. They're the cutest things in the whole world, of course, but they bark a lot. They
I've
bark.
also, have you heard the experiment too that they did where they dogs know when you're coming home?
Oh, really? Well, they must.
Yeah,
Well, they probably
they
it makes sense. But you come home the same time every day, and the time of day they're kind of pattern. They kind of they're tuned into the time of day.
no, that's not it at all.
Oh, it's
Not
not.
to correct you,
Oh,
but that the
it's
study is
fine.
that they feel it's we're all connected.
Oh, I see. I see.
So
So
because they're
that's what
connected with you on a conscious level,
oh.
they know when you're coming home. They'll actually come out of the room, get out of the bed or whatever they were doing, and kind of come by, hang by the door. It sounds like your dog just is like getting all revved up to come
Oh
home
yeah,
to
sure. Well, my
have
dog,
a.
one of them is a pandemic dog. We were all home for 2 years, but the first 2 years of our life, we were all home the whole time. So now, whenever we go out, it's just all day and night she's by the door, just waiting for us to come home.
Hmm.
So that's all she does. Is what he does. We have two dogs. And one of them is fine with leave. She knows we're coming back. He doesn't not yet figured out that we're coming back. He's 5 years old, 6 years old. He said, "You're going for good. Don't go, don't go." You know, then we come back. Oh my God, you came back! I can't believe you came back. It's every time, every time. Yeah. But see, dogs, you know, what they do, they're fulfilling their own nature in the moment. They're not in any sense doing wrong, even if they bite you. They're just doing what they have to do in that moment. They're fulfilling their nature on a very honest level. And the thing about it is that they might not know that. They may think they're actually doing wrong. Who knows? Or on a very unconscious level, even, or on some level, they're making choices. I mean, they may say, "Oh my God, I'm scared, I'm frightened, I'm doing this, I'm going to get the hell out of here." And maybe they are making choices on some level. That was the point I was sort of making about dogs.
Yeah,
And we have to forgive ourselves the way we forgive the dogs. We forgive dogs in a heartbeat. They poop in the house, poop in your pillow. We'll forgive them.
yeah,
But we don't forgive our friends for the slightest thing. So that's the point. If we forgive a dog, we can forgive each other. We're just as we are just as much. And no, dogs don't like each other, and we like each other. Dogs, there's no dog walking by. My one dog always attacks my other dog in this house because they see each other the way we see each other. Almost as if the same species doesn't understand what they understand about their other species. You know. So if
That's
you,
animal nature.
yeah, yeah. So if a human walks by, you say a dog see another dog walk by. You know, it's like, oh wow. So just look at that person as instead of saying dog walks by, just look at that person and say, oh, this is just like a fellow dog. You know, and both of us just do what we do. There's no such thing as guilt. No guilt in the dream. That's the big saying right there. No guilt in the dream. Can't be guilty
yeah.
But
anymore.
that
There's not. There couldn't be. And this is what's cracking me up about this whole conversation. Yeah, you can look at a dog and it can be a vicious dog like Cujo and had rabies. I guess I don't even know. Zoma talks about Cujo a lot. Anyways, so here's this dog, and and you're right, Wayne. He's just going with the nature, whatever. And how is that different than you or I?
Right.
Well, we can make a decision. Maybe he couldn't because he had a disease and was incapable. But I can guarantee you, any dog that I've ever had, when I've said to him or given him a look, or in any way at all disproved of what they were doing, they were coming over with their head bowed and their tail wagging
Yeah.
because they knew they were in trouble. They that is not. And then whenever they come up to do the same thing again, you just give them a look. And I never beat my dog and hurt my dog
Oh,
or
of course not.
nothing. I
No.
just was, the dog knew, I was its resource basically.
Yeah. Well, they're
And
pack
I
animals. The
yeah,
pack animals. You're the leader of the pack.
yeah. So
No.
so but they definitely make decisions.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. They make decisions the same way we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other thing is, we don't know if there's anybody out there that's, and then we think God is or higher beings are, that we're totally predictable. See, dogs are totally predictable to us. So we see them as not making decisions. And we are totally unpredictable to dogs, so we are making decisions, we make all the decisions for them.
That's very true.
So
You're
yeah,
right about that.
so who makes decisions for us? We don't know.
Yeah. The
We
dogs are
think
probably
Well, there's
going, what are you crazy? Why are you doing this? Dogs are like,
exactly. My God, well, this is you. And then, so then we're gods. They see us right up to the day they die. We live longer than them. So they live for 8, 10 years or 15 years, whatever it is, and most of them they see you the whole time, and then they bye to you. So we are their gods.
they don't just say goodbye to you in the most part, Wayne. Most of the time in America, we take them to the vet, and the vet gives them a drug that makes them calm and sleepy, and then gives them a drug that stops their heart. They,
Yeah.
they're not. I have a thing about animals, people in relationship with animals,
Yeah.
but we made them. All right, we made them. Just like everything else in this dream, we are projecting these things,
Yes.
and we're giving them whatever attributes they have. And that's the only place you have to go and look for, where and why is this happening is my own self. And
Mhm.
that what I just said about, taking the dog to the vet, that was of my own thinking that led me into recognizing, man, I am trying to control everything in this universe, even how long this animal lives. I
That's
am
what.
trying to control everything about it. If the dog was in the wild, it would have been dead years ago.
Yeah.
But since I kept it hostage here in my house, and
Yeah. No, yeah, the dogs. It's funny that there's a TV show about dogs. The dogs that we have today, obviously used to be wolves. They came from wolves, and they became dogs by leaving the packs from wolves and eating trash instead of human trash.
yeah,
And then they became eventually in England or something in the 1800s, becoming domesticated for the first time. And from there on in, dogs became domesticated, and then they became outdoor dogs for a while. So it was not a rich thing; it became a poor thing. So the dogs were workers; they worked the dogs.
right. And
And that,
dogs ate the scraps, and
yeah,
dogs, I mean, they did a lot of things. On the other hand, cats, they what do you call it? They did that to us.
what
We
do you mean?
we did not go out and domesticate cats.
Uh-huh.
Cats came in and domesticated us. And believe me, I can guarantee you, I've got these cats and they've got control of everything.
that purr. That purr is intoxicating.
It is. Oh, and plus cats, some cats have a is a like a bacteria or something that if it's a virus apparently that you humans can get, and it gets into their brain and it makes them love cats. And
Really?
that is absolutely true.
Can you get it for humans?
You can't give it to other humans, I don't think.
Damn it! I'd love to have that.
But you just get it from the cat. And yes, I mean that is a documented, well-known thing. And that's when you see people that are like cat people that are just like nothing, cats are my life. You can almost bet that they have that
Yeah, under the
in their
spell.
brain. The
That's
cat. Yeah, yeah.
under the spell. Yeah. I'll never
I
be
want to
cat
have a
person.
cat. My son won't let me have a cat, good, because I'm just visiting and he doesn't want. He's allergic to cats. And I told him, I said, your allergies are just a belief system. Because
Oh,
I was allergic to cats when I was younger, but I just plowed through it. I sneezed and sneezed and sneezed for months until finally it just went away.
oh.
And now I just adore. I've always liked cats, but now I can be around them no problem. But there's a thing called a mirror cat, and now this mirror cat is I don't know. You can study. We don't have to talk about it, but that's another level, and that's a that's like the height of the animal, because it's so unconditionally loving. Um, but that's it. So what we're seeing, what the research is anyway in this Advanced Spiritual Research Center Institute is that through the study of animals, you can see that where the height of the animal within us, because we've got a divided will, we've got the will for the human, like with the body made of clay that we worship, and then the will for our celestial body, our soul, our light body, and that's what we're choosing between every minute. But the dog or the cat, like the fact that you have a disapproval idea is an idea in your mind, but when you send it out to your dog, it's a vibratory, it's a vibe. So that's why you don't have to, because you probably resonate at such a level of love that your animals are up at that level. So when you drop down to a disapproval level of a grievance or I don't like that or whatever it is, they get it right away. Now, the interesting thing that they've done studies on is if your dog is, I don't know, does a dog get lonely? Does a dog get sad? Does a dog crave attention?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, of course it does. So what's interesting is what they'll find is that when your dog craves energy, if you're not giving it to it, it'll go do something that you disapprove of. So you send it any energy, any
Well,
energy.
children do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole point of training the animal within ourselves. But
Oh,
that's kind of interesting to, and that's what the game we play. There's a fantastic book, The Games People Play. It's a crazy
That's
book
a
at
good
the
book. That's a
end.
good
I
book.
mean,
Yeah.
what's that?
I read that a long time ago. Good book. Good book.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like at the end, you're like, oh my God. And that's basically what it says at the end, like, oh my God, help us. Um, but yeah, that's what we're all doing. We're all for posturing for control, or we're posturing to be the victim. Like the studies they've done on abusive relationships, whether it's husband abuse or wife abuse, the 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 abuser is unconscious that the abused actually unconsciously as well know what will trigger the thing to set the abuser off to come attack them. And this is all unconscious thing. That's why the laws are kind of changing around it, because they're like, whoa, do you guys, let's get you guys into therapy, versus I don't know how I got there. Oh, games people play. It's all about the animal self. So what the course is telling us is like just forget about that part. Just turn to the light. Just forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. And you believe the course entirely or not at all. But eventually at some point you just I think Teddy said it best recently, was like you just give up because you realize you realize the trap of what's happening. This loop continues to happen. It takes lifetimes.
All right.
I don't.
And then anything else? I agree. I mean, what you said was a lot of good stuff, and I agree. I mean, the thing about my dogs are, we have one dog that's crazy. The other dog is perfect. We consider perfect. She's the most loving dog in the world, and but it seems to have a anxiety problem. So when it gets too excited, it attacks the other dog. So it's always as if I've said this before on here. One dog thinks that love is a commodity, and there's not enough love to go around. So if he sees my other dog getting attention from my wife, and he gets crazy jealous and attacks her. Like, get out of the way! It's my love, not yours. And it's interesting to watch, which is exactly what it is. He doesn't understand love. And my wife has a certain amount of things, and that's it. And then perhaps there's some people like that. They only have a certain amount, and they feel like they lose love as they give it. But as I said earlier, it's not love if you're holding on to it. Love is like light. If it has to be light, it has to shine. Otherwise, it's something else. I don't know what you want to call it. I guess you call it darkness or the rotting light. What do you want to call it? But it's not light. It's not light that saves, and that's love. And when you look at dogs and you see innocence and only innocence, that's why we love dogs so much, because we're actually seeing the face of Christ in dogs. And who knew that man's best friend or man's best friend was seeing the face of Christ in the dogs. And then when a dog comes to you, what does the dog do? It asks you to love it. Just please love me, please, love me, and that's how you get better by expressing love. So they're actually receiving love from you for the sake of sharing it back, giving it back. That's why they want the love. They want, please give me love so I can be, yeah, I'll help you. They don't come over and love you. They don't know, oh, this is for you. They go, please, hi, please love me. Please love me. Please, look at me. I'm so cute. Look at my tail's going. Look at my tail. Look at me. Oh, God, I love you so much. You totally feel about everything that's going on bad, and you can hug your dog. Even if it's just for 5 minutes or 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Then you go, okay, that's enough. That's enough. You sure? Yeah. Okay. They walk away. That's what dogs are. That's what's the good dogs. It seems that they're being selfish, but they're not. They're receiving this love to give back to you. And that's how we all have to think. We should think. It'd be helpful to think that way. Receive for the sake of sharing. Receive the love for the sake of sharing it, but you're giving it back. And then some people can probably do the same thing. Some people do it easy. Some people have to sort of work on it, I guess.
And it's all unconscious until you start to seek for like what the hell's going on here. Like that's what drove me into the dirt was looking at my kids going, what the hell's going on here? I just wanted to have a loving family, you know. Uh, but what's funny is like when I my parents were divorced. When I went back to live with my dad, I would kind of, I don't know, wow, this kind of just coming in. I would kind of wait at the front door after I got home from school. No, I would go to the front door. Wow, just like what I said earlier about the experiment. And my dad would come home, and I'd be like, "Daddy," you know, and he wasn't into that. He needed his space. He needed to come home, settle down, shake off the day, whatever. And so I felt rejected, right? I think one time he said, "Why do you, you know?" I forget what he said, but it was a rejection. Um, so but what you're talking about is making me feel like wagging my tail, you know, like like if you get in that pattern, the dog just is waiting for you at home, wagging its tail, like oh, you're gonna pet me, you know, we're gonna go for a walk or whatever. But if we greet them in a different way, then they'll get tuned into that.
But yeah, it's seeing the face of Christ. And I hear it now. The bell just rang just now. So he gets some crazy. Holy Zen, relax, the doorbell rings. And it's like the murderers are coming to the house. When the doorbell rings, they go crazy. But you're right. They're totally, um, uh, uh, you see a dog and you see the face of Christ in the dog, you see past all the stuff that they're doing. If a person did to you, you'd kill them. If a person did anything a dog did to you, you lose their out of their brain. You say, well, how dare you do this to me? You know, but a dog, it's a dog. And you love that dog. And no matter what the dog does, even if your kid did it to you, you get out of the house. But a dog is okay. And it's okay that it's okay. The dog is just there to help you become more helpful. Everything is there to help you become helpful. That's your function. And dogs too. And we hear that all the time. And when I'm bummed out, I want a dog to come up to me every time. The crazy dog, the one who's crazy, he comes right up to me. You know, hey, pet me, love me. I'm like, well, I don't want to hug you now. Oh, please. Oh, all right. And then I'm gone, man. All the problems I have are gone for 5 minutes. You know, for 5 straight minutes, man, I'm all about the dog. Hey, baby, how you doing, man? How's your day? How's your day, buddy? How's your day? You know, how you been? How you doing, big man? You all right? Yeah, I'm all right, Dad. You know, and then go back in for 5 minutes. Then I let him go, and then I'm back in my stuff. You know, that's what dogs do.
I
Oh,
love
Jason
it.
Myers it's 1 o'clock now, so my time is up. I'm all
Oh,
set up.
man, this has been so much fun, Wayne.
Yeah, it
Uh,
has been. It's been
yeah,
great.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Eddie, for hanging out. And thank you,
Yeah,
Karen, for
thanks, Ed.
coming
Thanks,
in.
thanks, Karen. Thanks, Karen. Nice to see you. And anyone else on the radio, I hope you enjoyed yourself and I hope it was helpful. And I'm back next Sunday. I wasn't here yesterday because of Father's Day. I hope everyone was a father. Happy Father's Day. And I hope you had a good weekend. And until next Sunday, 2 Eastern, right? 2 Eastern, we're from the Christ Mind. Until then, peace.
Love you guys. Thank you all.
All right. Take it easy.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and